NTA Blog. How to use IRS tax account transcripts to identify potential COVID-19 disaster relief refunds, Part 2. Millions of taxpayers may be entitled to refunds or abatements of certain penalties and interest assessed during the COVID-19 federal disaster period. But this relief will generally not happen automatically. For many taxpayers, the key deadline to act is July 10, 2026. This matters because taxpayers have the right to pay no more than the correct amount of tax and the right to a fair and just tax system. If taxpayers miss the deadline, they may lose the ability to recover penalties and interest they may not owe. You may be affected if you filed a tax return late between January 20, 2020, and July 11, 2023, paid penalties for filing or paying late during that period, still owe IRS penalties, or filed an international information return late. A practical first step is to review your IRS tax account transcript. You do not need to understand every line. Instead, focus on entries that show when the IRS received your return, assessed tax, charged penalties or interest, posted payments, made adjustments, or issued refunds. Start with 3 basic steps. First, look for penalty or interest charges, such as a failure to file penalty, failure to pay penalty, or estimated tax penalty. Second, note the dates associated with those charges. Third, check whether those dates fall within the COVID-19 disaster relief period. If they do, you may want to explore whether to file a refund claim or protective claim to preserve your rights while legal issues continue to develop. Taxpayers can get transcripts through an IRS individual online account or business tax account. Transcripts can also be requested by mail, which generally takes longer. Because this issue is complex and evolving, taxpayers should carefully review their own circumstances and consider seeking help from a qualified tax professional. The most important message is this: do not delay. Reviewing your IRS tax account transcript now may help you identify potential refunds or abatements before the July 10, 2026 deadline passes. Stay tuned for Part 3 of this blog series, which will discuss filing refund claims and protective claims.
The audio version of the NTA blog is created using AI for conciseness and a computer-generated voice. Although reviewed by a human, inconsistencies in context, pronunciation, and tone may occur. The views expressed in this blog are solely those of the National Taxpayer Advocate. The National Taxpayer Advocate presents an independent taxpayer perspective that does not necessarily reflect the position of the IRS, the Treasury Department, or the Office of Management and Budget. NTA blog posts are generally not updated after publication. Posts are accurate as of the original publication date.